Hey buddies, it's your Ninja Thunder Z96 and today, we will be talking about the leak that T-Bradum had uploaded on Twitter. Before I start, please do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell for the latest updates, tips and theories on Loomian Legacy. Previously, I had uploaded a Loomian Legacy theory with regards to soul bonding where it's a fusion of soul crystals that can be made into soul stones that are fused together with Loomians with perfect bond. Today, we will be doing an in-depth analysis with regards to the leak and also, discussing the release date for Atlantean City. Before that, I will be doing a quick recap with regards to the soul crystals that have been used and appeared during the story plot in Loomian Legacy. The first encounter that you have found those soul crystal would be at Route 3's Galvanite Cave. In there, you can see workers harvesting the soul crystals which later to found out that the Pollitt Corp members are the ones behind it. Afterwards, you get to see more in-depth story detail with regards to soul crystals where the Pollitt Corp members used it to power or bring life to artificial Loomians like Wimpor, Compactor, Pootrel, Scorbin Operaptor, which thus, brought lots of pollution and thus, you can see why Baroche is roaming around the junkyard in Route 7. You stumble across a Protogen which was powered by soul crystals in order to boot Protogen. However, in order to make Protogen even more powerful, they made use of the stone tablet which made Protogen uncontrollable and corrupted. Then, you have also seen Vantacorp where it's Dr. Vanta's first attempt in creating artificial Loomians like Mutagen but had failed to control it. Moving on to the UMV at Route 8, where you get your first UMV dive from Pollitt Corp members, you get to see soul crystals underwater too. These soul crystals that are attached to petroliths enable them to revive or bring life to these fossil Loomians using refined soul crystal aura beam who might be inhaling soul crystals or its soul crystals attached to the petroliths. You can also find a green tint of illuminance on Cephalop's body which might be due to those soul crystals that are attached to those eggs. Now knowing that soul crystals bring life to artificial Loomians and also having the ability to bring life to fossil Loomians, are there any other functions with regards to soul crystals? Firstly, by taking a look at the leak, you can see that T-Bradum has used its LumaWatch on Stratosaur, which is relatively similar to Z crystals on Pokemon where you have to use a watch to perform your Z move. However, out of all the Loomians out there, can you make a guess as to why T-Bradum chose a Stratosaur instead of a Duskit or a Twillet? If you take a look at Stratosaur's mastery, there's one mastery quest on forging perfect bond with Stratosaur. Does that mean that Soul Burst can only be used on Loomians with perfect bond? Moving on to the next detail where Stratosaur was given a burst of energy that's encapsulated in a crystal. This implies that the soul crystals are used to give a burst of energy to evolve Stratosaur to another level which is similar to Ash Greninja perfect bond. Or does that imply that it's just another version of what we called Mega Evolution? As you already know that Loomian Legacy has been trying their best to avoid direct concepts from Pokemon and thus, there might be some form of tweak to the concept behind Soul Burst. Maybe only Loomians that forge perfect bonding are granted the ability to perform Soul Burst and not other Loomians. Lastly, the phrase at the end of the leak that states coming together with Atlantean City, does that mean that by completing the battle theater, we are able to perform Soul Burst on our Loomians? If that is so, will there be default soul stones or soul crystals in game for us to test it out? Will Stratosaur be the first soul burst form that will be introduced in the story plot at Atlantean City just like Absol with its Absolite in Pokemon Brick Bronze? If that's the case, will there be any Greninja replacement to those who have spent Robux back in Atlantean City? Based on what I believe, Starla, which was briefly introduced in Loomian Legacy, might have a special effect apart from Soul Burst. It might be the next Greninja replacement that you might need to get from with Robux. Maybe a Pollitt Corp member might be selling Starla to you for Robux alright. With regards to Soul Burst, you might be looking forward to Soul Bond Stratosaur, Soul Bond Soul Bond Eliguana, Soul Bond Ventation, Soul Bond Trumbull and Mewtwo, and Soul Bond Hunter. Also, if soul crystals bring back life to fossil Loomians and other artificial Loomians, there must be a refined form or concentrated form of soul crystals that might give extra burst of energy to Hunter and Stratosaur which are previously booted up by soul crystals. There might be more soul burst in the future but that's based on what I have thought with regards to the leak that I've seen. As for the Atlantean City update, it might be released around early to mid-August if everything is fine based on what I have felt since right now they might be doing the miscellaneous edits like the designs and touch-ups on Soul Burst and other details before the release of the beach in Atlantean City. Right now, they released a leak in order to see the reactions of the community and also to keep the hype up for now in the absence of a second anniversary event which might be delayed or never happened at all. Anything is possible and with that, I would like to end my theory with a question. What do you think Soul Burst would be, and does that link to perfect bonding or just a simple mega evolution? Let me know in the comments section down below, and remember to like and share it to your friends who are eagerly waiting for the new update. Lastly, will there be a new second anniversary event based on Twilight, since T-Bratum only shows him battling a Stratosaur and not any other Loomian? Do let me know in the comments section down below as well. Cheers.